0% on Rotten Tomatoes, hundreds of bad reviews, yet had stars like John Cena and Jeanette McCurdy. What movie is it? Fred the Movie. As you can probably tell, the Fred movie did not have good reception, except among annoying people. Here's the Rotten Tomatoes score, 0%. Why is he kind of eating in this photo? 1. Oh, this person gave it 2. What do you mean this guy's an actual critic? Drop dead Fred, seriously. Okay, Elliot Noble. Why are there so many people that want Fred dead? The film's a 12A because it contains behavior that would be dangerous if copied. Quite right, too. If I ever see anyone acting like Fred, I'll probably loose off a shotgun at them. Man, why do so many people want Fred dead? I'm gonna make a Letterboxd account, put this on there. Fred, the movie. What are the Letterboxd reviews? I get Fred like so bad. Okay. I think if I watched this high, I would have died. Yeah, supposedly it made $1.3 million on a $4 million budget. So, $2.7 million loss. However, I don't know how accurate that is. I got it from boxofficemojo.com. But I mean, come on, was it actually that bad? It got 2 more movies made, so that's something. Also, a little birdie called the YouTube Analytics tab told me that only 0.2% of you are subscribed. So, get on that. Well, however, it did also tell me that every single person that watches my videos is a man at one point. Okay, before we actually get into the movie, you gotta know a little bit about the Fred lore. You know the Hawk Tour girl? You know the Hawk Tour girl? Fred is like the Hawk Tour girl of 2010. No, he hasn't done a crypto rug pull scheme. No, he doesn't have a podcast called Talk Tour. No, he doesn't talk about spitting on that thing. Spit on that thing! But he was popular like her. He collabed with The Annoying Orange, iCarly, and even Weezer. I really expected him to have gone on Ellen because that was usually what people did at that time when they went viral, but he hasn't. But how did he get to that point? Lucas Cruikshank, the guy that plays the character of Fred, got popular from posting videos on YouTube. Okay, I'm just gonna rattle off some Fred lore from the YouTube channel. This isn't about the movie, by the way. Fred is 6 in the YouTube videos. Just need to point this out, he's aged up to 15 in the movie.
His voice is pitched up.
Fred's full name is Fred Figglehorn. He is like crazy, hyperactive, impulsive and stuff, so he has to take meds. He's in love with a girl named Judy, so he stalks her. He has a bully named Kevin, and Fred has pet Pomeranians, but he calls them squirrels, probably because he's 6 and stupid. Those are all of the things you really need to know before you see the Fred movie. Also, not only is there Fred the movie, there's also Fred 2, Night of the Living Fred, Fred 3, Camp Fred, and the show It's Fred. By the way, if you go and look at the Fred channel, you might be a little bit confused because all of the newest videos, which are still from like 9 years ago, are of children. If you guys want to see Lucas Cruikshank's channel now, it's at Lucas. Okay, onto the movie. I recorded a time-lapse of me watching the Fred movie. It looks like it goes on forever because the sun sets. It's only an hour and 20 minutes long. But literally watching this, oh my god, it was so annoying. And I had to like actually properly pay attention. I was writing stuff down in my book. You can probably see me doing that with my gigantic pen. Also now all of the Fred notes are in the back of my AP European History notebook. So if for some reason I need to talk about it in that class, I will be really prepared. Anyways, this time-lapse goes on forever. I'm gonna have to cut parts of it out. I just watched the Fred movie and if I have to hear Fred speak like that again, different outfit, yes, I'm filming this on different days. Don't mention it. Here's Fred the movie. Cue title sequence. We get to see Fred's house, his school. Hold up a second, Fred's in middle school? Okay, I know they aged him up from 6 for this, but I thought they would have gone with high school. I mean, Lucas Cruikshank, the guy that plays Fred, was 17 in 2010. That's high school age, and all the other actors were of a similar age. Why didn't they put them in high school? Immediately, we are introduced to Fred's love interest, Judy, whom he just straight up stalks, which is gonna be a theme for this whole movie. He follows her home every day, which coincidentally happens to be right next to his. Also, Fred seems to think they're dating.
She's my girlfriend.
They are not. This will be the first of Fred's many delusions and the first of Fred's creepy moments. Then we get to meet the bad guy, Fred's bully, Kevin. Which, while he ends up being a dick to Fred the entire movie, if I lived next to Fred, I would be too. Me too. you know. Also, Kevin physically assaults Fred. Yes, go Kevin. Fred then tells us about his evil plan to take things to the next level with Judy and invite her over to his house.
I'm taking things to the next level with Judy.
I'm thinking I might have Judy over today. I'm not really sure. I mean, my mom won't mind. I have friends over all the time.
Once again, Fred and Judy are not dating. Also, he randomly brings up the fact that his dad is absent.
My dad doesn't care either. Mostly because, he's not here.
That's going to be important later. Also, Fred sings a lot, and I'm not going to subject you to that constantly because half of the time it is not relevant. But I am going to subject you to it this time.
Somebody call 911! Shorty fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa!
We get to learn why Fred is upset with Judy, which is part of why he wants to talk to her. It's because she's staying with Kevin.
You just got to be strong, just stop. Look at my heart and let love keep us.
In what is obviously a choir class.
God, they sounded terrible. It was like my mom trying to fit into her jeans.
Hey Fred, maybe don't be such a bitch to your mom. She's a single mother, and she has to put up with you all day. Give her a break, maybe. Anyways, Fred thinks it's a good idea to set up a kiddie pool for when Judy comes over, but his neighbor Bertha, who's played by Jeanette McCurdy from that book, tells him Judy will think it's lame.
Oh my god, that was almost so embarrassing. I need some advice. Wish my dad was here.
So Fred goes to ask his dad for advice, which seems like a good thing, but did we not just learn that his dad is absent? Yeah, Fred's dad is John Cena. Or is he? I'm pretty sure he's a hallucination.
Ow!
After his pep talk from his dad, Fred is ready to talk to Judy.
I'm so excited. I smell beautiful.
But first, there's that scene from that one TikTok audio.
Nothing's gonna come between our love, Judy. Nothing. Oh my damn it, Kevin!
I totally thought that was a woman every time I've heard it, but it's just Fred. Anyways, Kevin's outside, which means Fred's freaking out.
I'm not going out there.
But he musters up the courage to just try and go around Kevin. Kevin, are you standing outside looking at yourself in the mirror? Who does that? Anyways, the guy who set up a mirror outside his house to dance in front of starts bullying Fred.
Hey, Fiddlehorn, where are you going? Huh?
None of your business, Kevin.
Oh, okay. What are you going to Judy's house for a little play date, huh? Are you guys gonna do
When I saw him doing this, I didn't realize he was taunting Fred. I genuinely thought he was having some sort of medical emergency, and I thought the plot was going to be that Fred had to save him. No, he's taunting him. Kevin, you look like an idiot. Oh my god. After being scared back into his house by Kevin, Fred has to come up with a new way to get to Judy's house, which is gotta mean wacky shenanigans are about to ensue. Yes! And also John Cena puts him in a headlock. The ways he tries to get to Judy's house are trying to throw himself over the wall. Doesn't work. He even tries putting on a helmet, which... Fred, have you ever tried thinking? Putting on a helmet won't make you jump any higher. After that doesn't work, instead of literally anything else, he decides to dig a tunnel there. While he's digging, he finds a cable, and instead of leaving it alone like a normal person, he purposely stabs it with his trowel, resulting in not only him being electrocuted, which he finds cool for some reason, but also causes Kevin to fall off his treadmill and break his arm. I'm starting to feel a little bad for Kevin. Once he finally finishes his tunnel and digs his way up, he sees 2 Asian children, and since he's an idiot, instead of thinking he just happened to dig in front of 2 Asian kids, he thinks he's dug all the way to China.
Oh my damn it, I dug all the way to China!
Fred's next plan is an invisibility cloak.
Oh. See you guys later.
What the fuck? Huh?
Oh my gosh, that's such a weird feeling.
Oh, that was okay. That was all just a fantasy. He ends up dressing up as his mom instead, since the invisibility cloak obviously doesn't work. This is honestly not a bad plan, and it would have worked, except instead of Judy being in Judy's house, it's those Asian kids from earlier. Also, how is Kevin's arm already in a sling? Didn't he just break it? He shouldn't even be at home right now. He should probably be at the doctor's. Ignoring that, Fred comes to the obvious conclusion.
Oh my damn it, Asian people kidnapped Judy!
Obviously, he needs to call 911, but he can't remember the number.
Somebody call 911! That's who I have to call.
Great job, Fred and movie writers. You did a callback.
911. What's your emergency?
Anyways, she's gone!
Sir, you need to calm down.
Calm down? Hello?
Yeah, Fred's so annoying that the 911 dispatcher hangs up on him. Fred's mom comes downstairs and informs Fred that they moved, which Fred throws a tantrum over. Fred, the man you are. Later, when Fred is going to sleep, he has a dream about Judy, where she's been kidnapped.
No! Judy, no!
He comes to the obvious conclusion that Judy is communicating with him psychically through the dream. Duh, what else would it be? Fred then finds her address, but the easiest way to get there is
The woods.
Fred's scared of the woods. Why? His friend died in there or something? I don't know, we get to see a flashback of Fred pissing himself, So to avoid the woods, Fred finds out that he needs to take the number 7 bus. Remember that. Number 7 bus. For his trek, he brings a big backpack and exactly $25. But his arch nemesis Kevin shows up when he's trying to go to the bus stop.
Oh, what, are you going to a butt-face convention, huh? Was that your bus friend?
I'm not talking to you, Kevin.
And then Fred gets on the number 6 bus.
This is the number 6 bus.
Oh my god, it's Durf. Okay, Durf is like the best character. He's literally anti-Fred, and when I was explaining the storyline to my mom and said an anti-Fred appears, she correctly guessed his name. Also, he's a hallucination. Fred ends up at the aquatic center since that's where the bus went, and guess who's there? Bertha. She's also the only one there because some kid pooped in the pool.
Ew!
Anyways, Bertha buries Fred in the sand where he falls asleep and has a dream about Judy drowning that ends in him getting kicked in the head. Felt like that'd kill him if it had actually happened. I wish it wasn't a dream. Fred has still got to get over to Judy's house, so he gets out of the sand and leaves. Obviously, he's gross and sandy now, so what better place to go than a laundromat? Apparently, even though he has that absurd amount of stuff in that gigantic backpack, he didn't bring a change of clothes, so he gets naked in the laundromat.
What are you doing? You can't be naked in here.
This gets him kicked out, for obvious reasons. Also, look at the guy's stare as he kicks him out. Jesus, that guy was willing to kill him. Since Fred's still disgusting and sandy and gross, he goes to the car wash next door. You're never gonna guess where this is going. Fred goes in the car wash. By the way, don't do that. I checked, and these things can kill you if you go in them, and they have. People have died. Don't do that. Don't be like Fred. In any way, but especially this one. Obviously, Fred doesn't die. Instead, he comes out squeaky clean and looking like Steve Harrington. Fred continues his journey, and he stops at a pet store and attempts to steal a squirrel.
Oh, hey, I was just looking at the squirrels.
We don't have squirrels. You might want to go to a park or outside.
Fred lore moment. Fred calls Pomeranian squirrels. I don't really get why. I don't get why he'd need to steal one, though, as according to the videos on the Fred channel, he has some that he keeps at a pit. Anyways, he doesn't end up getting to keep the squirrel, and is threatened with mace.
Spray him. He's got crazy in his eyes. Stop.
Fred doesn't get maced. Instead, the employee does. Eventually, Fred runs to a dam, which is not important, but we get this cool scene of him running there.
Damn!
What is important is after that he goes to the woods, and he does not piss himself this time. First character development in the whole movie. Also the only Fred character development. Fred treks into the woods, which he is still terrified of. It is not scary at all. 1, it's pretty much a park in the middle of town, as seen by the map. 2, it's light out, and it's not thick enough to block any light so you can see everything. 3, the only thing that could really hurt you here would be like poison oak or something. Fred's kind of just a little bitch. A deer shows up, and it can talk, which is kind of freaky.
You a good singer.
And it moves like it's something else wearing the skin of a deer.
Hoover time.
This doesn't really scare Fred. Actually, the opposite, it helps him. I guess he's used to it, because it's obviously a hallucination, and I guess Fred hallucinates all the time. As Fred exits the woods, he appears in front of a bus stop for the bus he was supposed to take. But Kevin shows up again.
You need a ride? You need a ride?
What an idiot! Mom, drive around the block.
I'm not your chauffeur.
Pretty much just him being a dick. I do love Kevin's mom, though. Kevin's mom, I love you. As he's at the bus stop, Fred eats some sardines in the most disgusting way possible, and then Durf shows up.
What is that?
Durf!
There's like no relevance to the story with that happening, but I had to see Fred eat like that, and I'm burdening you with it. And then the bus pulls up, and Fred makes it to Judy's house where an epic party is going on. Obviously, Fred isn't invited, so the people there don't want him there.
What are you doing here, Fred?
I think I could ask you the same question, Kevin.
No, you can't, because I was invited and you weren't.
Very reasonable. This upsets Fred, which is like, Fred, what did you expect? You show up uninvited to the girl you're stalking's house, don't even knock, just walk on in, and expect them to just be like, yeah, it's actually really chill that this guy just showed up. No.
Judy.
Fred, what are you doing here?
Judy is genuinely being really nice considering Fred just walked into her house. But then Fred starts being a dick to her because he sucks.
Because no offense to you, Judy, but this party is so lame.
Kevin then decides to throw what looks like a grilled cheese on Fred, I can't really tell, which results in him throwing up not once, but twice, one of which is on Judy.
That is disgusting!
And she still runs after him after he runs away crying. Also, all of this was filmed. After running home, Fred's mum informs him that the video of him was posted online.
One of your friends just sent me a video about you on the computer.
Which, why is Fred's mum being sent this? Do Fred's classmates have her number? Does she hang out with middle schoolers? Obviously, the video that's posted is of what happened at the party. Also, look at that old YouTube layout. Also, 360p. Can't believe this is what people who are now like 25, 30 had to deal with. Anyways, Fred comes up with a plan for revenge.
I'm gonna have a party, and no one's gonna be invited.
Which, honestly, he was the bad guy in this, so he shouldn't be getting revenge, but he does anyway. Fred goes around uninviting people.
What is this?
Your disinvitation. I'm having a party, and you can't come.
He also tells Kevin's mom that the party will have them doing illegal stuff.
Some food and music, and we're gonna do a lot of illegal stuff. Kids our age can't do it, but we're gonna do it anyway. What? It's gonna be great.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Okay? But when Fred tries to uninvite Bertha, his, one friend, it turns out she's actually really chill, and Fred ends up inviting her.
You can just come to the party, maybe just for a little bit. You don't have to stay the whole time, but do you want to come?
So Bertha's invited, and nobody else. Sick party you've got going on, Fred. 2 people. And your mom.
What are you doing with the camera?
We're having a party.
Did we talk about you having a party?
This party is pretty much just them pretending to throw a party so they can film it and look cool. There's a montage of this and it's 2.5 minutes long, but let me tell you, when I was watching it, it felt like it went on forever. Kevin goes past while they're filming and somehow doesn't catch on. Probably has something to do with the fact he's in middle school, but also maybe just an idiot.
Finally, I'm done with this video. It's gonna be so awesome, let me tell you.
After having an internal struggle, Fred uploads the video. Not willingly, he headbutts it. God damn, did you see how fast that upload was? The video sucks. It'd be pretty obvious to tell this was fake if you're not an idiot. At multiple points, you can clearly see that Fred is dressed up as someone else.
Party off the hook.
Also, Fred kisses his mum in this after spin the bottle. This is the one that he's not dressed up as someone else. People must know that this is Fred's mum, considering someone sent her the video of him throwing up. Would he not get bullied for this? You posted a video of your mum kissing you on the internet. This video somehow works. Everyone thinks Fred is so cool now. Some people lie about being at the party.
I was at Fred's house, and and we hurled together.
Oh my god, you guys are so easily convinced. Even Kevin, who saw Fred outside his house in a wig filming this, believes it.
I don't care that I wasn't invited to Fred's party.
Even more shockingly, Kevin's mom, who was there, seemed to think it was real.
You sure know how to throw a little party.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was really drunk the entire time or something, so I guess that makes sense. Could you imagine how this would go if it, like, really happened? Since Fred is, like, epic and cool now, Judy comes over to apologize.
I've been really mean and I should have invited you to my party. I'm really sorry.
No, Judy, don't apologize for that. Also, she says she deserves to be barfed all over.
I totally deserve to be barfed all over.
No, you didn't. He crashed your party, and then he barfed on you. Also, he stalked you. You were right to not invite him. Anyways, Judy asks to come in, Kevin cries, Durf shows up. Judy comes in, so Fred gets his happy ending.
Won't you come in?
Thank you.
And then roll credits. Okay, honest review of the Fred movie. Don't watch it. One, you already know what happened. You know the general plot. There were so many annoying points I cut out because there just wasn't any relevance to them. I kept a few of them in that didn't have any relevance, but there were so many without relevance that if I kept them in, people I think would like this. Imagine the worst person you've ever met, and then imagine them but like 10 times worse. Small children, people that think their IQ is really high but it's not. I think they'd like this. I think that's all. Why does Fred get a good ending? That doesn't make any sense. Fred shouldn't get a good ending. He should get a bad ending. He was the bad guy the entire time. You don't want him to win. Even Kevin was better than him. If anything, like Judy should have. Judy was like the good guy. Fred was like terrorizing her. Okay, that's it.